Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, today's topic of conversation, guys, I do have a limited amount of knowledge before I'm talking to you guys about it. I'm just not entirely sure how these people exist, or where these people exist, or how they exist for that matter. But believe me, they do exist, because I experienced one firsthand last night for the very first time. Let me just tell you a little bit what happened prior to this. I couldn't get to sleep for love nor money last night. I was laid in bed, tossing and turning, so I did what most people do when they're in bed and they can't sleep. I pulled out my mobile phone. I decided to fire up my Twitch app. I guess there's people out there who don't know what Twitch is. It's basically a streaming service, mostly for gamers who stream their video games that they're playing so people can watch and chat among themselves within the chat in the stream. So I decided to fire up one of these streams maybe, and hopefully it'll help me doze off watching someone play a video game. Anyway, in my recommendations came a stream under the heading of Milking Losers with a load of girly emojis after it, and it caught my attention. I had to see what this was. So I clicked on it. I was sat in there for about 2 or 3 minutes when I was eventually presented with a young blonde girl. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this girl was very attractive. She had a fair pair of bristles on her, you know, cleavage hanging out. She was very scantily dressed, that kind of a thing. So I was sat in there for a minute or two, and it suddenly dawned on me what was actually happening within this stream. There was about 55,000 people in this stream, almost all men, exclusively men, I'm assuming. And this woman was making thousands of dollars from these men. There was even one man in there who donated, and I kid you not, guys, $55,000 simply for this woman sat there with her cleavage out, loads of makeup on, looking very pretty. 55 grand. And that wasn't the only person doing it. Some were sending 5,000, some people were sending 10,000. And the notion was, she was telling her people in the stream itself that the biggest donation would have a chance to talk to her one-to-one. That's it, just talk. I found it a little bit disgusting, to be honest, guys. It left me with a very sour taste how this woman was cashing in basically on lonely, desperate men. I mean, I could understand if there were $10, $15, $20 or something, but we're on about thousands of dollars here, probably clearing out their bank accounts simply just to talk to this woman. Now, I do know that these men probably have this cockeyed notion, this weird fairy tale in their heads, that if they send the most money, literally thousands of dollars to this woman, that they'll have even a modicum, even a slight chance of possibly even meeting this woman, or maybe taking her out to dinner, or dating her, or becoming her boyfriend, or possibly even marrying her. It will not happen. This woman is there with her hand out, and you are gladly filling it, simply for that small, tiny chance that she would take any notice of you. Believe you me, as soon as that woman turned off her webcam, she would look at her bank balance with a massive grin on her face, and she won't even remember the name of the person who sent that 55,000. Back when I was growing up, guys, lonely, desperate men either used to buy a pornographic magazine, a pornographic videotape, or visit a street worker. Well, I suppose that's what these women are. If we're looking at it logically, these women are online, digital street workers. They are flaunting themselves for huge amounts of cash. They are basically a class A street worker. I just found it very distasteful, disgusting, and I did not like it, guys. I spent about 10 minutes in there and it made me wince. It was like I was sucking on a lemon. I had to get out of there. I didn't care about sleeping. I turned it off. It's disgusting how women could be so materialistic, I suppose, online, simply through taking advantage of desperate men, fleecing them of thousands and thousands of dollars / pounds. It's a damn shame, guys, but there are people out there who are like that, and there are people desperate enough to pay people just to have this tiny chance of maybe getting with them or taking them out for a meal. It's a crying shame, it really is. And men like that have my utmost sympathy. I just wish they pull themselves up, dust themselves down, get themselves some new clothes, get themselves a makeover, and get out there. There's someone out there for everybody. You don't have to throw thousands of dollars at a fake dream. I just thought I'd bring that to you guys. That's the first time I've ever experienced one. I don't want to experience it again. It's horrible, it's sickening, but it's the way the world works now, isn't it? Let me know what you think in comments, guys, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.